And the first one was when I was in my early 20s and I started experiencing this pelvic pain. And this pelvic pain was of unknown origin. I had UTI tests, I had STI tests, and everything was negative, luckily, but it kind of just left me with this, well, what the heck is going on here? And so I was living with this wonderful roommate at the time who was very open about talking about her masturbation practice. I was raised in a way that was very not okay with not only talking about that, but due to religious, things and influences, it was like, well, that's dirty. That's like not to be talked about. It's not to be touched. It's like, just for the sanctity of marriage. So I never considered something like masturbation. And she was just telling me, this roommate was just telling me about all the health benefits. And one day she gave me the book by Betty Dodson, Sex for One. So curious, curious 20-something-year-old me, I read this book and I'm lying awake at night in pelvic pain. And I decided to give it a go. I decided for the first time in my life to masturbate. And pelvic pain went away. It was like a miracle. And like the next day I'm lying in bed and it's back again. And the biggest thing that was happening with the pain, like not only was it painful, but it was keeping me up at night. So
Wow.
next day I'm in bed again and pain's back and I try it again and it works again. And so this happens a few times and all of a sudden after several sessions, the pelvic pain completely went away, never came back. So that was my first introduction to really reforming beliefs around pleasure and around what pleasure actually is and the health benefits for it and the point of pleasure. And I
Wow.
really reconstructed some of my religious beliefs, even from a religious standpoint around like, well, how could like God, spirit, energy, whatever anybody wants to call this kind of energy, how could I have this part of my body that is bad if we're like made in this image of
Yeah.
spirit, of God, of all of this,
Sure.
right?